good morning. Today marks the 9th of March 2020 and it's a beautiful Monday morning. Good morning. I know I owe a copyright to this very way. My style of saying good morning. Yeah, this morning I'm bringing you a very beautiful interview with a beautiful career woman, a successful career woman. I won't tell you her name. If you're on social media, probably have seen the flyer around. And International Women's Day. I mean, there wouldn't have been a better person today than our guest for this morning to talk to us about women internationally. Ghana achieved a lot, very successful in her business, in her line of business. I feel so she has a lot to offer. Only a bit in common watch saying now was question idea FM. Your friend me a bit the name show near the dialogue. Net2 TV. You be call your name. No bet me the messages at my Net2 TV GH or YouTube and a Facebook. We're streaming this show live on YouTube and on Facebook at Net2 TV GH. So get on YouTube right now and subscribe. You know why? Because when you subscribe, YouTube automatically notifies you that we started the program now, so you don't have to stress. If you have to go to work, you can still watch us on your way to work. I'll bring you the newspaper headlines like I always do, and then we get into our business this morning. I'm having a beautiful conversation starting from what happened yesterday worldwide, International Women's Day, and we're celebrating our women here in Ghana, all of our women, let me put it that way. And then Anna pay me or maybe I wear bra akwa and kaimpa our Ghana near samba nechi ebebwa, and there are a lot of intriguing things about her. You would want to know. I trust me, you would want to know. Mummy uncle newspapers and so Anna pay tell yekwa na fi in common so but yekwa it's a Franco Trading Enterprise, and so yes, we bro Franco Trading Enterprise. A range of television sets, laptop, printers, and accessories. Uko eban electronics one mujinemu for. Afi Alcatel 1, Alcatel U3. Nina Francophones will be or Francophone. Alcatel tablet, and also every Franco Trading Enterprise. Or say Uko Franco Trading Enterprise. On my website now, all shop you on my up to 30% discount, and I feel so or deliver free in Accra and the environs. I feel so who downloaded the Franco app now or Google Play Store, and also did you just like Amazon in their account. And now come with the ABD borders on something like that, so you wouldn't want to miss it. I feel open Franco as any bemu adabraka. Bus stop in Shenimuhona and now so Accra UTC runabout behind Despite building. La Paz, so one more Niboy Junction opposite Prudential Bank and Afeseko Odo Rice and Shenemo. Almost also Osu opposite Echo Bank, Oxford Street and so and at Tema Community 1 Waterworks Honum. Between Madina Old Road opposite HFC Bank and Hacho opposite the Hacho Station. One more Kufredia All Nations University College Kwanaso, but who no be who market Kwanaso Amegashi building opposite. I feel so one more Kaswa opposite Kaswa Polyclinic. From 0302-225-651, 0302-225-651, and 0546-133-188, 0546-133-188. Franco Trading Enterprise, or say phone, papa fee. Mommy started with the New Crusading Guard, and I pay front page of the New Crusading Guard is saying, government spending heavily on education. Wahai Kufuado declares, government spending heavily on education. A bloody fight over chiefs. Front page of the New Crusading Guide. Fall short at Kaswa of Fanko, and also Hanum. Troublesome visit Asante. Let's go straight on to the Chronicle. 2 cops nabbed over missing rifle. Insider suspects linkage with Sagakope murder. Over the weekend, yet he said, and Segakopeno, there had been a murder of an assembly member Bako, but one must say, Yasha, assembly who a Bozoma BP police station, and before the not one way to home come up. Now, yes, so, yeah, any ADH, Ghanaians bash Mahama for failing to attend Independence Parade, and also a front page, but and then we're not talking politics. We're talking professional women, career, entrepreneurship, success, and a whole lot. Into Yevidi and Komono gradually. The front page of the Daily Statesman and I paid about we have reasons to rejoice. Akufo-Addo tours Ghana's economic and democratic forward march. EC to postpone impending voter registration. I doubt if they will, and that has a big question mark. Ghanaian Times and Ape front page. We will resist LGBT comfort in Ghana, vows Global Evangelical Church. Okay, speak for yourself. First Lady acknowledges role of women in national development. Yes, and we have to wish her a happy International Women's Day. Belated because it's past, but we still celebrate her. Daily Guide and Ape. Free education made me Prime Minister. And also a front page, NPP dumps 15 aspirants in the Eastern region, and also Ewa Hanum. Knew some will fall on the way. Daily Guide, the better tour and your last paper for this morning. Graphic is 70 years. Speaker launches anniversary today. President loads Kumasi residents for successful independence celebration. And also World marks International Women's Day. Rights groups call for gender equality. Of course, it's one of the main topics we'll be touching on this morning. Back page of Graphic displaying all the wonderful all the wonderful programs. Any headlines are on my ear so far. Nina Ewo so Ewa Hanum. Daily Graphic and so Ewo Hanum. But Yebeko Yenimna Afe Yedin Komo Mine and Penifo Mieno Ena ABD and Komo Anape. I have with me Bozoma St. John, which means Freno Bowes. And Nadia is a regular member of this family. You know, for some reason, Nadia has been a while. But Nadia, a director, Office of the President, and Office of Diaspora Relations, right, at Office of the President. For some reason, we are trying to restrict handshakes and body contacts. Yes. So, as part of the awareness of the coronavirus circulating, we're preaching people to a little bit kind of tone down body contact. I had a culture, but we can't. Yes. Anyway, welcome, ladies, into my show. I'm happy to have you this morning.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And I have to wish you guys a happy International Women's Day. You guys are successful career women who have been through the rank and files to where you are. So again, welcome. I'll start with you, Nadia. Since the year of return, we haven't met. How did it go?
Year of Return was a very successful event. I'm sure you heard the outcome of it all. We had over 2 million people that had come into the country that wouldn't have come in, and monetary-wise was over $1 billion. So that was a success story. But to even go to Year of Return started with Full Circle Festival, where December 2018, Boz and Boris Kujo and a few friends came down to bring, the awareness of what Ghana is, our culture, the beauty of this country. And I think that was the kickoff of the Year of Return.
That really led into Year of Return lighting up.
Yes.
Boz.
Yes.
You like being called Boz, right?
I do. Everyone calls me Boz.
Okay. Bozoma St. John.
Yes.
The whole world knows you, but you can best tell us who you are. Tell us.
Well, I am a marketing executive at the core. I live in the United States of America, where I've made my career over the last 20 years or so. And I am a proud Ghanaian as well. My parents are both from Ghana, and so I have joined the movement of bringing the diaspora back to Ghana and to Africa in general. So it's been a real honor to work with, of course, Nadia and the team at the Office of Diaspora to make that happen.
You led the Full Circle group.
Yes.
Tell us, how did all that happen?
Well, it actually,
like Nadia was saying, the Full Circle actually triggered the excitement and lighted up the whole Year of Return thing.
Yes. Well, it was inspired by the president. When we met in November of 2017, he expressed his desire to create a campaign around the Year of Return. And for me, it was a real call to action because, like I said, I'm a marketer first. I've been in lots of different companies. And I felt that there was a real opportunity to figure out how to bring essentially pop culture to the campaign, which is so serious. Of course, it has so much weight. And so Boris Kojo and I, who's a good friend and an actor in America, we put together a list of our friends who we thought maybe would come with us if they got a personal invitation. And we started out with 7 people in 2017, grew to a little over 100 in 2018, which then we incorporated as the Full Circle Festival. Tied it, of course, to the work that was being done by the Office of the Diaspora around the year of return. And we saw last year that it absolutely blossomed.
It blew out, yes.
Yeah,
I was in a Full Circle tent at the Africhella event.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I had a very good time.
Yes.
So far, the experience, what do you have to say about the experience? Your contribution to being able to woo people from the diaspora back home to Ghana, forming year of return, working relations with the Nadia's office.
Yes. Well, I'm very excited about it. You know, there's nothing like this that has ever happened in the history of the world. Really, at this level of speed, at this depth of inspiration, to get people to really act on their impulse to come back to the continent and to inspire them to relook at a narrative that they've probably been lied to about. And so for me, it's a really personal success, but also professional success. That there are very few marketing campaigns that you can point to that have this level of excellence. And so I'm extraordinarily proud of it, and I think it's something that we can look forward to for the coming years as well.
The coming year, talk about coming year. Now, we're coming up with Beyond Return. Tell us a little bit about that, and I'll let Nadia start that so you can add a little bit of experience.
So Beyond the Return, we've come, we've seen, we've tasted, and now let's look at the...
We've come, we've seen, we've tasted. Okay.
Now let's see what can we contribute. And I think that's where Beyond the Return becomes a long-term goal where Boz led a team. You know, I'll let her talk on that. But I think looking at Beyond the Return is what she's actually started.
But Boz, I'll take your bit on that.
Yeah, I mean...
it looks like Nadia is just throwing the things at you.
Like, we're great partners.
Okay, go ahead, Boz. I like the fact that she's...
Correct.
Yeah. And we have pictures of, you can see on our screens, we have pictures right there of meeting with Boz and then some of the members of the team with the president. Go ahead, Boz.
Right. So what I was saying is that, you know, we've been really great partners in terms of what we've been able to do together. And I see that as the future, you know, that we have the opportunity to take the message beyond just 2019, which of course was a monumental year. But what happens, you know, after you get so much attention, so much interest, so much excitement over what was an inspirational moment? How do we make sure that people actually create a lasting impact on Ghana and on the continent in general? So for me, as Nadia said, I brought together a group of influential business people who in my work are the heads of film and TV, of you know, books and literature, of sponsorship and investment, of music and communications and PR. There were about 9 of them who joined us from America to come and understand what the real opportunity is here. So I think that's just the beginning. You know, that's the tip of the iceberg, as they would say, which is that we want to make sure we're continuing to push this forward. For me, there's also many personal reasons to do that. Like I said, I think the narrative of Africa has been one that has not been great over the past 400 years. And so it's our time to tell our own stories and be in the center of the action when that happens. And so even though we have outsiders who will come to help us with that, it is we who are...
We have to take charge.
Yes, contributing to that. And so I see it as a very big responsibility for us to also do our part, you know, when they come in, to partner with them and to make sure that our stories are told.
Yeah, talking about doing our part, so far it sounds all like a successful story. Would you want to tell me there have not been any challenges, no parts to improve on or looking at improving on anything? We can't sit here and talk like it was all successful and no flaws. Granted, you brought together a set of professionals, it looks like well calculated, which I'm impressed. Kenneth was at the Saturday program and he was telling me how brilliant and how awesome it was. I missed it. Nadia didn't invite me.
Oh, wow.
On record. Thank you. But tell us some of the challenges with this situation.
Well, there are always challenges with everything. And to be honest with you, I'm a pretty big perfectionist. And so I don't settle for what has been good or what has been lauded. Even if every headline said it was the most perfect program that ever existed in the history of mankind, I would still review it and find ways to improve on the next year. There's no reason for us to sit back and pat ourselves on the back and think that we've done everything perfectly. There's always ways to make it better. So for me, that's the next mission, is how do we continue to iterate on the idea and make sure that we are even more successful.
Great. Let's end this diaspora relations part with a little bit of advice to viewers. We have a large population out of the country who watch this show. I don't know the time zones, and I really applaud them for that. But they would love a bit of advice coming from you.
Yeah.
You've made it. Now you're like the boss. Yeah, the boss everywhere. Tell us.
Oh, well, I mean, the funny thing is it goes back to my perfectionism. I'm still on my journey. I still feel like I'm working towards something. I don't think I've reached my full potential yet, even though, yes, I've had many successes at many big companies, at Pepsi, at Apple, at Uber, and now at Endeavor. And those all seem like they make a great resume, but I'm just getting started.
Well, we're just about to get there. I'm glad you took a few steps ahead of me, which is great. Tell us your experience you have a great, I mean, what I would call a beautiful career path.
Yeah.
How did you get there? You've come from Apple, Pepsi.
Yeah.
Endeavor is probably where you are right now. We will make that probably the last place to talk about. But walk us through your career path.
Yeah, well, it's been 20 plus years of a career, so nothing is overnight.
No.
Never.
No.
But as part of even the comment I was making about the advice, it's to continuously push yourself forward. You know, that you are constantly trying to make yourself better. And so for me, the journey has not ended with any of the high profile jobs I've had. And when I started, I certainly, didn't have the titles, the accolades,
that you have
the
now.
Prestige. No, I was an assistant who was working for Spike Lee when I first started out. And it meant that I did everything. I mean, I got the coffee, I picked up his kids, I read his scripts, whatever was necessary. And after, a few years of doing that, I was promoted within his company, and that sort of set me off. And there's been many milestones along the way, but I think the underlying message, at least for me and what I continue to take on into the future, is that I'm always curious. I'm constantly pushing. I'm always trying to figure out, well, what's next? How do I make this thing better? How do I make it greater? How do I continue to push the envelope? And that has made me fearless.
But boss, someone will ask, I mean, you claim 100% Ghanaian, which we all love and accept you, but Brofan and Kangana Casabia.
But I'm kind of fancy kaka.
Hey, as someone when you come fancy for what as some day. Boss, I use Mama Spike Lee, Apple Music, Beats by Dre, young girl, how did you get there? And how is it that you jump from one good brand to another good brand? It's like all top of the line brands.
Well, as something there, it's a very big path to follow, because
yes, I become fan too.
But
and you're a fan too.
Indeed, the move them for why Juma, why I did. Now, why I'm assuming to me yet the same a career journey. There, someone warrior in Zama or yeah, Sama Kasa, I'm better maybe. Indeed, I'm the moon and I'm saying, on the Charles Ghana, you saw you be. The Italians were French.
Warrior.
Oh, warrior.
Now, okay, Bibinim, Besiaba, Kakraba, Apede, Brunin Krum, Pujuma Nayan, Brunin Bayan, no, Brunin Benina.
Yeah.
What could you pa?
Yes.
Now, Besiaka Crabbe, Free Africa, sir. But cannot get us. What one on super yet, so?
Oh, you put my I mean, that's the whole point.
No inspiration yet then.
Oh, well, in Crawford P, my mama come home. My mama, Oko America, or Pamenzama. Or you not when you miss a way, nor you and that to the best of her ability. In terms of the man, me started the major me. And I'm saying, now, why them beg your baby out? But just the middle. Yes, exactly. Inti amade namusro.
Interesting. Are you Juma Uber? It's one of the jobs. you board now, we are kind easily. I am a Spike Lee, Apple Music, I am Pepsi, I use money be but Uber's in the day. I dem your boy, you can't answer. My car, my ears, says Yampo. And the answer Uber, they no buy.
Uber.
I dem a Uber free mobile, what in the call, we are suffering.
Yes. Oh, because
and Uber or Ghana. Okay. Young Kodo.
Uber, you're the biggest a privately held company. I signed a work on public. Ntim, I think they're in Crawford now we're excited. You know, Silicon Valley in a tech. Joy at some case.
Okay.
For baby Ntim, Messia, you know, Uber, yeah, today a fast trend. Ntim, I think they're in Crawford what pet them company. But not some people.
None some more.
None some more.
Okay, and then improve where not. Minim da ye nyaman so amagana for. Enya de te antene kan keke. Full circle like can. Actually professional says one bagana. I once was the be ba and I was one kakra beshima. It will create jobs, it will help people. Even mentoring alone, it's an investment. It's here to me the private one.
Yeah.
As I so be a kindergarten, I mean anya the man to me.
Oh, I did not. Uncle Bruce and that.
Really?
Muko hot 2019, January 2019. Na King of Akwamu, you know, instrument as the Odukoma. Oh. Now, what's the honor yet? The tree around which nurture, wisdom, and knowledge forms. Into Miss okay.
It perfectly suits.
In terms of okay on the education there, you know, and a queen mother, she's been on the throne for 55 years.
Wow.
Now no main mission yet. You're there up there or educate, especially girl children.
Your child, okay.
And I'm say okay on the Pencils of Promises. So now say I'm joining one as the global ambassador. Now global ambassador, I had that, but. So my baby was Ghana. Ghana on the chair on the global what I say. Inti nam say okay on the your bed launch school well Akwamufie and kindergarten a year started maybe I call class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4.
I had even to start with any politicians say I want to start kindergarten and see better was now yeah but I had after your career and it you call a client and review endeavor. And say, oh, yes, a chief marketing officer. Endeavor, when you do a cookie tea.
Hey, yes.
Chain can be chain.
Okay.
Endeavor, info.
Okay, Endeavor, or your media and entertainment company. Into represent in Crawford P actors, actresses, musicians. Or you bear 80% of Hollywood.
I see.
Of representation. They were Miss Universe also. Now the UFC, which are mixed martial arts. Now Professional Bull Riders Association.
Wow.
What you said, it's changed your career. Now call you bull riding.
Man, better be a UFC.
Yeah, first Ghanaian bull rider.
Oh really? Minim then and meet my but better me a UFC. Now the minya
training crazy.
The man. Okay, understand me on it. Me making sure the insurance company will be moving.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, young Kodo.
Anyway, into company no yeah. Entertainment company. Inti na midden Crawford na bay na miss okay on the yen stories are yepede or your films yen TV shows are able to match books are able to match and Crawford na in the whole world between yen fan Crawford and bra you know now you represent a different brands so today Marriott na Visa and all these big brands inti you know as the chief marketing officer and it means that I'm in a mid message in our you know to the whole world. Into again the yet one bag Ghana and my intention is that you know we'll be a BB Waha on the sorbet Messia and Ghana for and stories are important in the BBR.
Well, if you just joined us, I've been talking to Nadia, as a director for the diaspora relations at the Office of the President, Jubilee House, and also Bozoma St. John's, also known as Boss. Just she liked the word boss. She's a boss. Well, she's been running us through her career path and life, generally her contributions to her motherland, Ghana. But I think your career, how do you blend career life with all this stress and tension, with other commitments, family and other commitments, even personal, private life.
Yes.
I'm sure on the path similar, but I'm managing what time how are you able to do all this and still keep your head up?
Yes, on the man can I ask some crab.
Or nothing.
No, nothing crab. But in there, most of the time, somebody achieve, somebody that. Was there every section of your life and that, that you make it perfect. I'm always trying to achieve. My band layer way D10.
Oh.
Now, I'm in Ghana all the time.
I see.
And because they don't. Where the answers
where it's coming from, yeah.
Know who there has to be. Maybe one day but now and now deny and now the colleague.
Or also best start a full circle.
Exactly.
Full circle, second generation.
Exactly. Full circle junior.
Okay, full circle junior, yeah.
Sometimes we're doing many events and now conferences, now Ntim. I'm balancing that. I don't try to compare myself to other people. That I am going to my own experience. And me pay on so the Maria, so that why to the role model for that how a woman can achieve. And pay on the success. No who so that also I.
And you there. As you do that, a mentor for the future. And now I'm playing trade. Because I preach all the time, no, but now, as you work with our mother and why a successful man for big inspirations, I don't know. I also it to be. And we need demeanor, need countenance among people, pretty professional life. And you know, if you, my friend, me, you as it. And to them,
yeah.
People will think, because they but because they get a lot of time with maybe now will feed them caretakers now they concentrate on their professional life.
No. I think it's so important that I want to get my advice to all mothers, especially one of my favorite the small kids because they what you're doing. And see that to me it's very important. Now, of course, all your time so because me to quanpi and I'm penny janufie into all your
They will try and command do. My main car is a Franco Trading Enterprise, the best. My Franco that Ntim Hisense. Hisense, the promo no enchibia ebe ende. It won't to Hisense fridges nibia, but Modianco Hisense. The copy fridges nibi 1 month discount. Fridges, models and sizes, refrigerators, display chest freezers need the kika one now. One must say, we're running restaurants, hotels, we a pure water seller, and I say deep freezer and a cold store operator crana. We call high sensor. One more human be a one martin now, so a durable, it's also user friendly now. So a hoodie fruits months and days after even lights out. Trust me, I use one so I can speak to that. It's a Hisense as well, Hisense, refrigerators, chest freezers, display freezers, nibi na top. Promotion ebe endi enche. It's men train emane and diasa. For Hisense was 0302 550 000 0302 550 0000. One more locations nibi ewo Mesa-Wood Road ewo East Legon and our fin so Malcolm anymore La Paz one more La Paz let me check Plus anymore and our Junction Mall Achimota Mall West Hills Mall and our fin so Broadcasting Junction or Broadcasting one who sounds war Wager Kaswa Highway so ewo AF Electric Cars and anymore more Tema Community 1 near the stadium and our Kiseman near the La Paz Community Hospital are next. No, Ubesumi Kumasi Edum Kufuor Clinic building anymore. And I think so Takwa ground floor or plot 19. Takwa Romo Collins Avenue in Asunyani area 1 old GNTC. One sounds what Tamale adjacent Bank of Africa. It was Central Market in Chenona. Hisense or say everyday prices for everyday people. Mamin Kyle say you were on Man FM app. It was the Google Play Store. So into person will see Oman FM live. Ubetumi Google Play Store and we're downloading on Man FM FM app. I think so ɛwɔ Apple app and also ɛwɔ hɔnom. Wobɛtumi so download Net2 TV. There ɛwɔ so Net2 TV GH ɛwɔ YouTube. Bɔmmɔden ane subscribe. Yɛwɔ Net2 TV radio and also ɛba. Eti u download and wɔti yɛn nsɛm na yɛ kan na in the audio form. If you just join us, Mene Nadia, every Office of the President in charge of diaspora relations or a director in our office of Bozoma St. John, so it's my friend, the boss. So say, oh yeah, Endeavor Chief Marketing Officer. Inti yeka Endeavor asem. Bozoma, inti demo why you? This say yeka fanto.
Oh,
young cobra for you.
Yo, man.
Because obi teach you beka de na isabe your can bro for the day you know so free Ghana in one can Ghana kasebia. They say that qualify I'm cry my mouth.
Oh, okay. Me high marks na.
Hey, enya 99.9. Aka krone.
Oh, whatever.
Me ma 100 yet. I'm Mr. Fanta pa. Me producer say I'm Mr. Fanta. Me da say. Coming from Fantini band my
yeah.
Well, advice Bennett Bema young ladies I want to wash it. Obi wo hodu for nya boni dem. Okobi a say raze. Me so me come be. Ma me yes a boss. Na me so one from TV do na me come story. And crash sem ben na ze bema on say.
On the in na you were on the journey you benance. Into the mampo that I didn't look at anybody else. My kade okay,
as all life for two bits.
Exactly. Into because all you did, the man nature they compare. Never kade oh you know they reach this time now. I'm assuming reach them place and at that time. The man now I am less confident. Into I'm the make sure that okay I was a pede you know the world life now war experiences and I say yeah why so that and compare one to somebody else. And on this first advice I make because there's a dama may lose confidence. Now confidence in here in order to
on your first thing.
It's the self-confidence, then your own ability. There are and I would know the best at it. Now and you're the best as on the
you have to strive to be in the top.
To be the best. And there doesn't mean that extra hours and not the extra studying. I be there. I was there the best.
Maybe you be the best.
The best.
Oh there.
There. Obi and you are CCR or America. I go through what back there. The better marketer than me. We are the best. I
like that.
It's honestly, I was honest. Area where I now so I can be. You know, and see there say I feel that. We're studying another education area and on yet the 100% the best thing. One I can't only one. I'm trying to be the best for this
conversation. Get that.
And you know the aesthetic better than you.
Your next topic international woman, the international woman. Our international woman, Nadia, or international woman, and I will now so why you may will now so have a family. Yet you're successful. You're better institution. The more be ya wobe buama yembisamba no so betumi abe international women are one how long measures na za wodi bit to akwema woba won't have a preference of over the male over the female them are in some bebre wo ha e no mpo bebre na mpo yentumi yanka but oyazo okodo okam bisamba na bi share ye beka ho asem come messages do me ba I'll start with you Nadia. Nadia and now them Nadia fire because Nadia will ignore me for a long time. Messages name by say Sky Fresh Mark Bushman. You did there well. Sky Fresh Mark Bushman good. I'll say good morning Abidjanim, watching you live from Laurel, Maryland. I couldn't be proud more as a Ghanaian on the 6th of March. The independence celebration was very, very excellent. Samuel Jesse Ochibuo. Hey Abedi, your guest this morning are very beautiful ladies. Oh, tell them I really like them. Wow, please. I have told them. Steve Ofori, watching you live from Stuttgart, Germany. Ladies, ladies respect. If you educate a man, you educate an individual. But if you educate a woman, you educate a whole nation. My love to you all, ladies. Wow, you guys are crashing on my ladies. James Owusu Abedi, kudos to you and your team. The Bozoma St. John's on your show this morning. Those of us in the diaspora that are in in the know of her talent will applaud you for her appearance on your platform. She is a hot cake in the PR. You know, I did PR, so you are the hot cake. The hottest cake on the PR. I must be honest. We say thank you to Nadia and her office, and also Kenny, my director, for trying to pull her. Today she wouldn't have stepped out, but I know a lot of work went into getting her. Kofi Ben, I say good morning, Abedi and the women. I am watching you live from Germany, Hamburg. Good work done. God bless you, and God bless you too, Kofi. Well done to her. I really admire her so much. Really good feeling to hear her speak our local dialect. Watching you live from London, Samuel Awito. Well, yes. So you can be a Ghanaian, go to any height and still speak your language. I always take that inspiration from Kofi Annan.
Yes.
He speaks the Ghanaian accent anywhere, everywhere, and still speaks his Fanti and other languages as clearly as he can speak it. And you're doing same, Mama's blood. If I go to the northern language, it's just that I cannot speak much. But if I start with Nadia, you'll be amazed.
Yes.
Nadia, should I start?
Go ahead.
Okay, I might show my incompetence in that language. Let me leave it there. But Nadia, let me start with you.
Yes.
The institutional heckles of a woman. You guys are international women. You've been to Ghana, back to other countries. You are successful. What would you say to institutions, head of institutions, that they need to put in place to enhance our girl child to become like you guys?
I think we're still behind when it comes to women having the opportunity.
Nadia, does it say your country?
Your country. And I'm in Kafrafra.
Kafrafra crabby.
Okay. Well, boss Kafantin tells me it's make Kafrafra. If not, that's not.
Yeah, young go.
Make a tree.
No, Nadia, you can start with Frafra and go to tree.
La nade pour me nyesore la balansi the table zoo. Selan so there kama nervous zo be kama pour nerva bon la danga. Pour her to madela bon the yire behera koma. De la benuzo. Zina ben wa poka wo tan then a president. Poka tan then a chief executive officer kama boss. There was some poka sore te awanya engbala. Waka bon sore get to ade poka so a king school, middle school zine yire like Ntim.
Okay, now to tree. I'm getting too far lost.
It's so good.
So save me.
So
Let's
good.
go to tree.
So good.
It feels so good to hear.
Yeah,
I wish I could understand.
It's really beautiful.
Opportunity was here the man so it's like connected to the say oh oba dear oko school ka kra mpo oko ware awo and for so be ne beba so nti ma yenhwe mema na onu mom da chi no be hwe fie din ne be ka fie ye drum re bia was here hu say ema ehu hia pa as we say so utimi hwe oba wa hwa manse nyina ema bebre challenges I even in political world that I am now. Me work Canada, I was like one of the managers in City of Toronto, and to work in a government job wasn't easy. But me making sure say me so be ya me meet me opportunity be about me apply interview no me call. Na me so meet me fight it. Other na be ma bet me akwa me so meet me call. Coming back to Ghana, obi o hon office or your politician your bar or bar to be even in the political world is a huge challenge. And kakra meet me a young a man or mobile say memma anything to limit you of what you can do. You can do far better. Obetiba ye nema be ma bia ye wo so betiba ye bi. Eba se ye trouser, say na me trouser. Enso be ma ntimi she skirt. Enti no krampo na kire say ye man.
Oh, Scotland say and I said.
I say no ye your more traditional way. I say ye free antoma.
Say baby we are seeing do ude obi a won ochana ya posta tia she skirt o. Ene mem kokko.
But opportunities are ye dem mema na was say it's about time and
equal opportunities.
Yes.
My member boss, my member also. There's nkofo e hwe ye mpenifo bebre. Opani back wa friend say opewasem so much and so she's so happy you are here. Meboni din actually anyway, so she's so good. And the fact that Woka Okrom Kasano is quite I don't know. I think people are really falling in love with it. Mami Misa, what can we do? An idea near to me here. Say on mine. Say enyuma ku ana ku and I'm paying for them kuano. I de be boame and kwala getwa, especially ma one month with me afa the ranks and files of the institutions I bet done it and penny for.
Yes. Well, first, but then make
Nadia.
about Nadia because the Nadia saw a role model. Ntim I'm a day me bay and not me the you know who to work with, but more than Nadia I was such a big position were office of the president and now I am you know there I mean after that and you'll be casa and also why I did you know the a colleague and also why successful in time there I am so in love that Nadia all come how I did I mean that I'm really appreciative of all her success and big applause to Nadia.
Nadia. And to you. Nadia, help me give it some shine. Yes. To both.
But I think that's very important today. You catch a mean fun day. Almost because there was support. You know, because on your summer, just miss your phone also there. Where your words are, you know, they be I was sorry now. Where they were giddy with the trying to get into position. Me phone also was there. Where your words are, what my support. Into also was the way the ways for women to come in. Into I think that's a really big conversation. We can't leave a main phone out. To say that they don't have responsibility in this conversation. In front of us, what you be?
Yeah, that's it. Opening back with friend Dr. Agnes Edu, or your trade fair CEO. Also, she is. My main kind of message just exactly the way she sent it. Also, she says, "Now, more trouble." She is a wonderful example of black magic.
Hey, amen.
I must say, she is so good. I like her so much.
Hey. That's very good.
Well, Dr. Agnes Edu, you should say, oh, share. Now, because you're quite young comedy in so. And that was International Women's Day. You know, celebrating. And you might be a baba, and I was girlfriend, or wife, it would be I will be sour, and the life. And I wrote on my platform, on my social media, that we know you ladies are like our key to happiness. And we've done little, less, or no effort in making you happy. Yet, we revere you, we respect you, and we love you all. Because I'm mature, and we can them mature now.
Yes.
Anyone come kakra, eneda. So, Babisa Bobra, International Women, I'm sure you celebrated worldwide. Inti, maybe kakra for home.
I mean, the amazing thing is one day.
How many days?
365. But every day in International Women's Day.
I see.
And I'm a hand half from where?
But 6 months
of the year.
Every day for 6 months, you're celebrating.
And every other day, yeah. Exactly. 50% of the population.
I see.
One day, no, and you're fine.
I don't question now. One more show at this moment.
Oh, and they applaud everyone, the one effort. Because again, there's sometimes just a success. They do the very, very top Sansana Yakadaya. But even in Krofana, what's at the bottom junior levels and I want to say my praise and encouragement. In Tiamde, that's always the journey. The in Krofa warrior in the middle ranks, in the lower ranks, just the beginning info. Now we're waiting for you.
Wow. Nadia, I mean, your final words, especially regarding NEDA, International Women's Day. Outside a room model, I can't also know. Nadia's entry into the town, exactly. You will hear it before she arrives. Hey, or your boss, or your champion.
Yes, fine. Role model.
May I go like a fine girl, no pimples.
Exactly.
Me pesa me can say ma you are more bason ma omon limit omo ho say bia o akra bia sent o fi say oh this is a krana se crampo no betimi aye nyama bia ebema wo no wafri mu enti kakra betimi aka ne say ba bia wo bia bibi bi wo ho a yankopon de ahira wa e wo se wotimi yie no na wo de ebiebie kwan ma ho e na yen so mpanyimfo no so aye ye ma no yetimi bua yenyonko nkra e manketo na omoba no na omonso etimi aba omanim na daachi bia ye hwe ye chi etimi aka se o akra we o sha ase me ka ho bi na no so na etimi ache enmonyam.
I'm very proud of you guys. You know, I have a better conversation with so both we will have another section of this, and no one will go into women and being their own enemies because from the little I know, a manna be brina are their own enemies. Send the young kumba a conenuma, there be any or the boss will be here, and as I say, and they will start peddling falsehood and stuff to just demoralize others. And we a topic for another day. And we will prepare for no. Also, I have this good friend now, Becca there. Say yes, Messiah, for one withdraw one services from the boardroom to the bedroom. Chaos, basically.
Un-American, 6 months at least. Celebration.
Well, very well. I have to thank you, Nadia. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you very much for coming, Boz. I've really enjoyed the show. I'm sure my viewers have equally enjoyed the show. But I'm promising you, we'll make it a point to bring this set again to continue our discussion today. Boz St. John is the Chief Marketing Officer for Endeavor currently, and I'm a boy. And Nadia is the Director, Diaspora Relations Office of the President, no office no war. It's UPPBR Diaspora Relations, year of return, beyond return. Moke ka honyina Nadia and then the boss we see we happy you one more now omoye and for a better manse some mobile. Well, if you just join us, the dialogue next near one. You best start to us for messages in Bra Febifa YouTube, Febifa Facebook and SMS between to for WhatsApp 0240-550-899. Your friend may be dealing. You ain't done your home my bar. You better also. Ya granaya there. My name Bozoma St. John and from Office of Diaspora Relations or Office of the President. One more and share I didn't penny for a fair brochure near Chichi Bagana. No so entertainment, branding, acting, movie, media, a woman. But the better I come against Senia Michelle Bono. Near Druin, you become coronavirus no one. Na mene Nana Okuji Dom Oheneba Ntim Berima of Kwao Tafo Aquantifo Nini Cruise. It's a Tafonia Minu. It's just Anna. Yeah, only a quote Tafo. And what's some Tafo? Any quote Tafo. And I quote Tafo Aquantifo Nini. Or about what are you fair? Yeah, offer and I may catch details near fair. Which was a Nipana Shedapan or Miniaman affair. I also what are the net there. Oheneba, yɛhwɛ coronavirus ati say bebre na adwe ho aye ntiase anche bia Ebola akọ afi corona na aba no po di ase ne damages ne ya more because every day be out on some enti ohene e de na obekire ya fa oh let me say sa ya de a ye friend no coronavirus ohene utumu say ye jama ewura Africa ha anya papa baby am the media be free no so a respiratory disorder and na rate na e kum nipa no e bro adwene ne ntias because within the short period they are training kan metumi akase now we do about 90 countries and na countries ne wura ho bia so nya country in science and one come anim e baby a chese yes science pa dia anka wo
yes baby e wura do hwe China kasa ye ka science ya lab laboratory papa research centers akase ya wana wo etimi atwia form so ama etimi shut cities down me ba wi ase ya de we ya man kam me nimu se e whole city like
down
Accra ha yes ya shutting it down no transportation system bibi anya dwuma obi a chefi ya de ba ko ba wi ase ya etimi ma ya shut a whole city down am say ya de a anodene aside disorganizing nipa because disorganizing nipa me microphone kasa one guy kwa no ye dwuma wo ye station ye Kumasi HFM odi share ba wakopi ho no koye course so bi asase no so no on me mafi afeli ofre wa onya na ko gina Ghana o se aporo so because ya company pa ni nyina wo fie o pese wo mpie mpa anu go process bi na etimi ama ya juicy ka kwa akotoduane abrew Dipana is disorganized.
I hear that's serious.
Yes. Yaba we are say yade be na be we are say it mean nipa e disorganized say. Now me pa ye ne say Africa entimi enya hini ti say de akonya hini wa China no.
There's a suspected case as at Enra or Togo. I don't know what the results have come out to be, but so far a suspected case back to Togo, which is just a border away.
I said okay, there's also suspected case. It on some
proving negative.
Yeah, because Ghana have run the suspected cases eventually now. Your friend say no Gucci number out to make us say no correct. It suspected the idea. Yeah, funny say
enye bia until somebody prove say bia but Oheneba me point and say ye society no ho enye machine society Ghana society, African society, any machine society, a human society. Because a human society, ye social intercourse no, a bulu we as a baby idea. A choir first year near ma, ya what ye, ye yo, ya sitting them, a year, and yet each one for himself. Said ye yes,
yes.
Ye depend on each other. The social intercourse na ye the nam interaction. And Koba say ye. Obra yakwa yanchia eno ne de chichira manfo were ukochia ne nsem no aka bibi a kire no ye ware a ye siesia ye ho a se ne ye kono no in our social setting no kofie biemu a ye didi bom go to the villages oba kofu ni di aduane ni so ne atwa ho ahia na ye nyina ye di wo
sadem communal unity
ye sadem tina be kase ye human society wa ho ne fa ne se yade eba obi nkasa obi nchia obi na ebowura ha ye cultural practices na collapse e collapse so a enipa be wuntam kuranya yade ne be kunyo because ye no yenko ni individual we are able to survive because
we are community.
Yes
you have the community support.
It's yade ebeba e solitude dipane say obi a enchia obi eme obi and no be move from a distance mramuntam now he said the system itia Oheneba wura ha where do we stand it made me position is say prevention said the idea need to be no we can prevent it prevent one with hygiene.
Okay,
as I say started practicing serious hygiene because Osha said the virus ni sunitia or spend some hours surface. Yes.
Well, the little I've learned is that I spend it close to a week on surfaces. It still has life over a week. And to say, I say 3 minutes, 5 minutes. We need to take it days, close to a week. Yes.
A baby a follow.
Okay.
Say a follow fabric so and the bit me take
that's what I'm saying.
9 hours. Baby a better on the betchere.
How long a best stay?
Yes. Okay. And now Osha then so said the name break say airborne say a farm from mum that be grounded.
Wow.
It is said a become mensa na becano.
What the touchy be
better.
That is a card the could no.
Now sabe wakabo.
Oh.
So we have to say your fruit staircase here.
Yes, son
near the bar. The way you use your son wahano. Yes, your information a casca at the answer. They are kind.
And so these are not the first kind of the mawa.
Better. Because at the end they better one.
And then the woko. Wow.
What are they no? Eti aduru baby a here serious hygiene. Hygienic practices and so first. Osha ya ha aduane a enkwan wo ho pene hohoro ye sa study ye. Se enkwan ne aduane no se banku konkonte fufuo enkwan ni tino ba horo ne sa ne mo ye wen kate an horo ye nsa
otop body atoto an
plantain chip ye horo ye nsa body atoto ye o de study ye ti so tika mu kura na o nkate ye wura bra enye aduane enkwan wo ho nto horo ne nsa ho ni danger no a true stage ya ansa na wo de bibi be wura woni mo so nsa na wo de fire no wa horo tambio say keep ye nsa neat enchia no e say ye ka say ye nteso de but intimate so
akwe ye suni
yes
ye nipa ban no
opana members ye ba yi say we say coronavirus ho so wie no wa hage wo mo twa picture wa chia etu ubetimi aka say coronavirus mo ma ba but all the same no ufiri ha o sa fast ansa na de so bibi mako anum hygienic practices or see a chassis Ntim and environment na kasa said the aye no enya papa
it when is no companies and institutions are one more abia cleaners na ade no ye empower wom na say they every few minutes no say the staircase rails na obi de wipe na de yafa ho enti bia ni ane pressure areas ye de ensakeka elevator key part na ade no
yes lift ya hodo ni ade eti u say ade no de nyina ye wo nipa no won sa no me ba he bitwin ka so bra me so table
but obi de nsa be Canada
obi de nsa be ka eti me pie ya ansa na me so bibi mawura me no se ma horo me sa da na yen konkwati say be di banku pa na ehoro yensa ma yen fa de enwura ye nu wo bra wo nsa na de so sa de enwura won clean wo nsa no han wo hye ne nye more ene ye ne masie ne ade no titu fata wo say ya any person is you motawo every week obu the whole year no we see the tower obi minimum no the whole year no we see the tower
and there be a campuses no nkwala wo school efie de onya sa
hokra na west efie ohene evi sumie kra obi tiri da so oh hu sumie ni bia che se
abre
nyame doye ntina yengubie oh yes start practicing serious hygiene prevention because what we say yes say twen na bewura hansa na ban abamu a
betin
yade no ba bi eduru no migidi say nya declare so obi kra kofo be nwane eja doctors no kan be ko fie ntam eja wato ya how dia sa toson so no immune system. If you have a strong immune system, and no matter how dangerous the diseases, your system can
fight it. Yeah.
Meaning processes will be one of the African countries. I mean, person body. Those processes no more use condom. Say, adia beche ama HIV kunkura one ne da wonya bi.
Wow.
Into Emma scientists ko pick your blood samples ko share. No more who said they have special immune system. A through stage here, yen start here practice hygiene. No near yen ma bema yen strong immune system. Ukita strong immune system and fight only coronavirus, but all infections, including HIV, including hepatitis B, including cancer. If you have strong immune system so yen turn the storm a you individual.
But Oheneba, before because me yen cancer soup say yen can wa hase my immune system yet didn't ya. Let's just acquire the alpha.
That set na say one, you practice hygiene. Ye and say you're reckless. So no. And there's said near my be my yetimi a ginanim na entimi me fire so no. You be practice hygiene. Na asakwa me be music so na me refuge. Se social media. Theories are draw about coronavirus ya doso. Enura ho do enkrofo prescribe. Mo bi nya mistake. Se me hu social media se unum kunia.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Onum this ya. Very dangerous. Ya doctor for no Ghana Health Services. Omu nyina mpese be wura ha because omu wabusua, omu amunso na ba omu ni peace. Etu omu ye de ombe ye bia se
prevent it.
Ensi Ghana ha. Ma yenye ya dwen se ye health institutions na wo ho no wo mato wo adwenum ono esi ha wonye happy ono esi ha onye happy na busua ye disorganized eti omo ye bibia da ti se ko base dro bi ho ne bebo a ye ntwen de wo mo no beka obi mfa bibi ntu social media say a draw way 1 2 3 deto afiko no de deto beto say deto deto fight coronavirus because omo hu coronavirus session baby we no say we no ye new coronavirus sa new one no munya na duro ehum se ne wote ti no di new novel aka ho ti so ko fa de to bi ne atro coronavirus ba bia na nya de ye koso you we ye new one no discover na
wo that one more things in China that one
sir I don't get the people to social media no mo
de that one now ha wo ni be feature ba bi free I know this in China that one
me point is no self medication ya try doctor for edura omo no face e beboa Ghana Health Services omo de beba because omo nya happy esia parliament is disorganized
true
baby ahimfie baby disorganized e be ye first yakọ mpanifo akọ parliament na speaker say mass na members of parliament say etu omo no omo nya happy eti dia do everything possible say adewe enwura Ghana ha eti ma wo bi ntena ba bi no pescabu nro social media na nkononom benya bi da ubewu eno so ya hweye ba ko afa na ye ba immune system no
afa ye nkoso
ohene ye wonema bebra me so ya your immune system becomes strong
e need your way
the first one exercise
okay
one year exercise not 3 times a week
we the apostle of exercise
yes 3 times a week me no ti o send me nfa me ba ha ba me sorry ahemache for my 2-hour exercise wow. Na me si mu abaha I make sure every day me 2 hours in the mayor. Now some 2 days be my resting. Ye more than say you better exercise. because I dear friends say exercise it boosts the immune system. The idea say exercise is a go street to go to American there and you're not correct. What me no fear. Me jam me bathroom exercise. Me bo shadow boxing, press ups. Me bathroom one hour. Me use bath for no dey press ups. Me jina ho bo shadow boxing. Me yes stretches up 30 minutes 40 minutes and me dware. You can do exercises in your bedroom, in your hall, in your compound. Say one of the days now face up with me I call open space here. Then no so akọ. Na ade an kwete say wo ade acheme, ade asame. No, I was say obi ada exercise.
O share screen so stretches dey be me the stretches say am papa. Because my oxygen call body parts na.
Oh yes.
Say work am.
You will exercise your body heart. They say breast walking. And you one, ubo skipping. And you two, where your pressers.
Work cardio no.
Yes. You want near a bed waist exercise, neck rotation. When we know to know them. It's near a bed ama immune system. I strong back with your exercise.
Okay.
The next one I may come be pamucho was so for monje manu si bonnet. The next year boosting in permis a good sex. Yeah, good sex with the right partner at the right time, at the right place, in the right mood. Mikitanguma biwaha. Title near say.
The immune advantage.
Yes, the immune advantage. And near my hodua, your friend immune boosters. People are kind page 87 have mommy.
Page 87.
And you boost your immune system, you can exercise. The next one.
Okay. I see regular sex boosts immune functions. In one study, people who had sex once or twice a week showed an increase in immune function, according to Carl J. Chaknitsky, doctor. Okay. I'll say, the leader of the study at Wakes University in Wakesburg, Pennsylvania, he and his colleagues found higher levels of the antibody immunoglobulin A in participants who engaged in sex once or twice a week than in those who had no sex or sex less than once or twice. This antibody is the first line of defense against most viruses and bacteria.
Immunoglobulin A no. And no, another year, when you do sex here, it increases.
Okay.
It fights virus.
Okay.
It can only go up when you are engaged in good sex.
Once or twice?
Once or twice, but not kata. So, the men can say, young guy be now young guy.
Oh, worry, be a
sex. That's an amateur. But at your point, and I can say,
and also bois.
And also bois.
Okay.
Titu ne couples wa, tiwa. Ba ko bedwene se sex no titu e ma no oni ni kunu sex na dey so o favor ni kunu but o favor our body because you are boosting your immune system. Exercise, good sex. The next one your products will be attack your body more and my immune system strong. Ba ko your garlic.
Okay.
Ba ko I repeat garlic. I'm happy say is it statesman? Yeah, weekend statesman. That is Tuesday no. But the nice piece be buyer.
The article on it.
Yes, nice piece. And near ma ubetimi a usua a beboa more fight it. Flute a hodo. Suaho. Me mention garlic.
Yes.
Mema wa kaya mame.
Okay.
Number 6.
Mame kind number 6. I say 10 foods to eat when you have cold.
That is weekend statesman.
Yes.
Tuesday, March 3rd.
Okay. And weekend statesman Tuesday, March the 3rd. Page 11. 10 foods to eat when you have cold. And number 6, because you can garlic on them. So see, historically, garlic has been used to ward off illness, fight infections, and treat wounds. And research lends credibility to garlic's immune supporting capabilities. In one older study, 146 volunteers were assigned to receive either a placebo or a garlic supplement daily for 12 weeks. Throughout cold season. The garlic group experienced significantly fewer cold compared to the placebo group. And they recovered faster and if they did eat infected.
Point I will make you once I wish to say coronavirus a respiratory system disorder. A person needs strong immune system to prevent it. Now, dear Bakwa, a core system a fight to be involved virus, garlic.
Okay. Anything virus?
Yes. A core system a fight to be involved virus. A weekend. A young year more now the garlic in good body no. A boost to immune system becomes strong. It a bit more resist some of these infections. There's one doctor be a friend Joe Fairman, where a doctor of medicine and money, super immunity. Would describe garlic say, or say garlic no a bodyguard for the body. Say no describe no. It now prevention. Say individually no, you be strong one hygiene. Practices a boost to immune system. Exercise, good sex. You need garlic in your food, and you will be able to take garlic and raw. It been to me. Teach you say beer.
Medium to me.
Better. You mix it with your food, and now be in capsules form. Beer, say you good, but make sure say every day garlic enter your body. Sabria you woman.
Yeah.
I say ni part of the one pay ni.
Yeah.
But find way beer a bit me about body no. Because we have to prevent it. Say yatna na ebe kanye ansana.
Yeah, you ho ituma.
Yakase aban the ambulance aban wa ambulance.
Na for when
ambulance aba ko be si adwane. Ohun se coronavirus na chewo.
Oheneba, you do garlic. My main person, I'm reading my messages. Okay. So James Owusu say, "Abedi, good morning. I can now say that 2 TV is now #1 in Ghana for bringing Bozoma. She is such a wonderful talent. I have such a high respect for her. She is the gem in her field of PR #1. Nana Shabu was say, Abedi, the lady is really cool and smart, very free and open. Well, that's a brand. Jonathan Adu Abedi, I am proud of your ladies. God bless them for their good works. Okay, and if you just join us, I'm talking to Oheneba Ntim Berima Oye Ohene Nana Oya Kwentufo Hene for Kwawu Tafo Kwawu Tafo Akwentufo Hene. Yana yaka coronavirus, yaka preventive measures, yaka about hand wash, hygiene, extreme high practicing of hygiene. I think so. You can exercise, waka good sex in the right space with the right person, and I think so. You can garlic. Nana, Eddie Bium na office here. I'm here announcing my phone lines now. You call 0240550899, 0240550899. Ufe ya nuache udi any baby I will free. You are free to touch on Bozoma's interview or with Oheneba about coronavirus. Emubia obekembia ebedu hunkomo. Oheneba infoso.
The next one so onion.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, onion. Very strong.
But onion, what types?
Oh, maybe I may pay a keta de no.
Get.
Yeah, crew no. Yeah.
And what deal?
Very strong. For whom? Bibi me person improve. O person who boost immune system one. Look at super immunity.
Yeah.
Written by Joe Fairman. Page 76. And you might be boost immune system no. And then what boss over hand.
Page 76. I'll see. The allium family of vegetables, which includes onion
and
garlics, leeks, shallots, chives, and scallions, add more than just flavor to your diet. It's a member. Also add anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and antioxidant compounds. Even far back in history, people were well aware that these foods had medicinal values and consumed them on a daily basis in the medieval times. For example, people recognized that onions and garlic offered immune protection and would help them get well faster in the event that they did come down with an infection.
Eti products is onion, garlic. open nema we use ni continuous be boost immune system and also can this period be a mera eduru say every individual we say obey na be immune system be strong because obi ni mutamu a ebetimi awura ha
I mean copy phone lines na fe and twaso. Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning already.
Joe to say
Nyame adum mo hene na mo so
Nyame adum kuma so to say
mo to bo ko ya de fe pa ana ku kwado ene Ghana ko nyina be ya se ja ntimi yentimi kan enya fa bia no oda ya Ghana mpan ko nyina ba ya sisma
Joe yamra yensam no so ne ene yamra yensam no so
but this one by the other banana school the match am order number 5 this on me as kuma black fire from one papa for the
hey Joe
you hear me banana school na mo am because I heard my papa person me can say asoma Oheneba Ntim can better mo Oheneba Ntim asoma can ya pa na first nya Ghana ko nyina nya aso mre ya me aso mra for me tie some papa say because when a young we never or just a boy who bind the Lipiano and the no matter the best be an answer because I have no yasu and no matter breeze a little Bahabia Africa would be a bunny person never study and church papa or they perform and you know my papa all come the thread for there. But be a TV bedroom be a yeah, papa, so from because you live papa.
You better say, Joe.
You never see the insane and go for a shamo. But dear not good mama in the Akapia, the Ghana is feeling to me all can you this one. They say you have one.
You better say. You better say. Nana, you go so. So say yaka garlic, yaka onions. Now helps in protecting and then
there's another product to be a funny pomegranate.
Okay, pomegranate.
I need those berries.
Okay.
The cranberries here, cranberry. Blueberries, all the berries that you know.
Okay, the berry family.
Yes, it be also a boost to the immune system.
I see.
Yeah. If you read from super immunity, again, baby, I'm a marquee.
Okay, me read you one.
And remember you're reading the
reading is a fonts near to us and how many. More recently, the powerful anti-cancer and immune system enhancing effect of greens, mushrooms, onions, pomegranates, berries, and seeds has been specifically noted by scientists. This new attention has led to testing in human studies. To date, in every study outcome, even a moderate amount of these foods offered significant benefit. For example, adding mushrooms to the diet lowers cancer rates. Adding onions to diet lowers cancer rates. Adding greens to the diet lowers cancer rates, and adding blackberries to the diet lowers cancer rates.
And the added necessary Africa,
but you will be so.
Oh yeah. Say your face a very relaxed. Now you're there now born of your brother would be prevented. Sanima will consume it. Onion.
Oheneba fa call na fe yan twaso. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we will be at the Mama Papa. You went in here and Doctor Nation Plan.
You, Doctor, young person. You.
Oh, but the madam is sure I can make up on a madam my call.
Young person.
I said I'm walking. My and also Oheneba via I don't know what that. They get far from the bar or my FM. Every day, what me the main piano. Now, I'm going to be so immediately it's full of I can tell you waiting now. Can you do that? Because I'm probably a popular my and almost something like for in your tire anything. But on him about Ghana have yet. You decided don't put your tire.
Yeah, but that's
I can't come out from our that you not for me. Coming here again, because I have
yo, yeah, but that's it. Send them so in the basso in there, or be any baby or into the qua or Babuano 0240550899. Yeah, but the phone calls Nibisia Nafi, yeah, Bren AI a bit. Nana. May I just a minute and wrap you up. My just your words of advice here. The man confirm also be Mr. Corona is here. Big article. I think I'm for trouble, bro. But you need the practical aspect of it.
Oh, maybe the make cunning and say, "Yeah, name me as say Africa." na yenuanom so a omo ho aka dwam wo China ye mo mpae ma wo mo se ba kokura nya bi de mani ki se na utie wo mo a not a single person we Ghanaian
wanya
bi so mo she China no ye na nyame ase ne koso mo mpae ma wo mo na afi wo bibia wo tie me ne ye cancer prevention ma ye ntwen emane man sana minimum ye say aban any health institutions say the omo ye de omba ye bia because omo no musuro individually no ye ma ye nimre na say dem de chance no we need strong immune system to stand against said they say you at the one virus
immune system at least that's your own defense.
Yes, and near my bema ye busu ye misi said the tree ho ahia garlic abu onions lemon ye one berries nebu chamomile tea turmeric even ordinary banana local banana
organic one
yes local banana raw honey ye fully rum ni nyina we use you get a strong immune system cayenne pepper money a lot vegetable soup ni ade then we try to be positive enipa oye positive and so my immune system is strong happy your body o hwe said no pe we twa white ya already so nani age na ka ba na mobomoba so ra ho it affects your immune system eti yenya rehim na yenya hwe ye practice hygiene yenya serious so jame ya no Ghana ha de
coronavirus emma
one try kora
Oheneba esa beto ankomodie so wo Man FM yakofie kwa time with Oheneba ebeba anti drive time me opeso tia the details na beba na afi so secrets of health na wa beto aso wo this ekoso na coronavirus hunsem na obeka ahwe yie ni prevention ni ade na na de beto so ye nya titi bi say edura bedru to but suspected case nti emo ho pae say enye no kre na afi nyame emo ho pae practice ni aye kan ho sa afi di garlic ni no ne kan exercise ni afi account what within your range but more than immune system. International Women's Day year Canada face so you best celebrate ya see my sister La Wilson in Japan International Women's Day ya can first lady there ya can ya see you my sister La Wilson in Japan me also me mama so be na my wo my brabo mu nyina but the year birthdays no so you buy birthday so happy birthday to you Jonas Ofori was Spintex your birthday Jonas Kwame Ofori Jonas me ameba enti happy birthday going to you Jonas Kwame Ofori usan yakotoko fan Jonas no enya ntokwa happy birthday to Mami Sewa Amponsa the first from Apeja Hima of Brikum. I hope I got that right. Apeja Hima yeah. Happy birthday Albert Asumeni from the entire Kansas City family, and your birthday. Albert is the host of a Equiafo Marine and also he's a chief accounts officer here for Netu and on Man FM. Happy birthday, Albert. Happy birthday, Shad Gregory Moss. Bawa, little Bawa. I said the only little bit when you felt Bawa. I remember him when he was a little boy. Anyway. Oheneba Ntim Berma, na make us International Women's Day celebrating ma and fitenra ya netri nya ma ibetna show so celebrating ya first lady afi ya see you Mrs. La Wilson in Japan menje views briefly na afi me man sorry so
say ma de ye ka say celebrating ma enya out of place ma ni kure wi ase na upo ma ni kite wi ase so na ma ye and make a lot of achievements in this country. Mamia who design Ghana flag. Uko
Oku.
Yes, Oku. So Obabisi and Mema who design flag.
Yeah.
Over Kansas City ha artist in Japan. On manage the whole Kansas City. You can't Kansas City now. And yet down in Peru, or Man FM, Ash FM, any
good point. Yes, marketing agencies.
Or Babasi and Denim. Ye kasa utie ni na nijuma die no mayebi
there's also online affiliates the 2 TV online there's also Man FM online there's also Man Radio the 2 radio ni
it important say e be celebrity ma na nketwa ne say ba show mo dene na nkwati say man ni bia o ma dwe say me sleep kwan me ya this o mo ye ja sa no mo ye serious about life because ma o me serious say anti-Japan And yes, or yeah, me penny in America, but one make achievement. Or the free UN.
Yeah.
And in the one or the P.
What call war grounds in the Kikahonia?
Yes. So, I said, one Tanasia and funny life when the agro. A mabit man near Marcus, see a memon to me. And they 2 million your media, so I said, but they are not going to say that.
You can't share.
That be a commission, dear chum, one a common share. Young kind of because they should be serious. Tell you, I say, see, I asked to a she anticipated Japan. You want to say, what copy some man? They just me a slip when me a slip. What country?
William said, Madame, anticipated Japan, or can fluent Spanish, fluent French,
sir,
on just all missing words.
Oh, that's why I said, the better now. Sunday, I'm moving back for a phrase.
No, so the French. Or come make Patrick class A French and Spanish. I tell you.
Asana Brofonidi any
one of these the deliver dialogue near
local languages and also
this one the Fantini the wow Betty. I see Ebe. And the Oko Ebi not Unya someone say Ebe and I got
or French.
Or can house answer. Ems not in Casan so Kakra or can cranso.
Tamba not in a better now.
Or on TV. Who's a funny enough the people champion TV, you must on TV.
But also about
Yabana Peoso Abaha. Anna
also be share say be a cocker. But Casso Bachana but not a cunus.
This is a phone friend. And they said, Madame Betty, so fun. International women say, Yako Fabia Bonus from Lanos yet. Or no, we have to celebrate
French.
Meeting so many candidates.
Says I me money, German French movie and so.
Met me put in a question in French, but say, because on the bed or come meeting.
Money share being or advising Ghanaians with French language because francophone countries and also people people to combat. We are not this Spanish.
Some Spanish man.
Send I'm will be Fran. We are not the Spanish in the boom. What did I say? Many pound Senia ma a titri no more
dynamic
better. Now I said ma be breathing.
To share so with madam the life experience why you human be brave from different countries, different regions.
Better minimum UN. And the minimum. And I minimum say can city so what kita much.
See.
The aka we can wait me kaka ho.
Me say madam why you different countries but me to me boss me so why you American ambassador. Why you international jobs near there. Who pull London? Why you do London now? What's in Spain? What's in France? What's in America? And
that's all could tell me.
There be or year Juma. I've a war top zones in Middle East, Central African Republic.
Madam Marahan, let people hear, let people know. Nation Kitwane Ding.
Madam or two international or two for no this annual men welcome. Say, as some of our father Nasabinusu. The better say, an international women's celebrity or baby, a man who studio, I more Nadia, Vida, Sandra, Margaret, Jifa, man.
Kuma
no munya branya ko AC na na sinum edubofo yire
Mrs. Adubofo
LC this is LC ni edim 80 you celebrate mu nyina ene ma mo fie hwe especially mo frefre
especially me yire na na ma ye bo Ntim be ma
na na ma ye bo
ana be twa me reja
da be me twa
na so he kura ni
so amenya bi ntimi ni obi amema na bi but mu nyina at this point
injustice against you.
Yeah, the show the best Nyamisha Ghana. Next on the list, Amofa and then the drum. And then acquire Jordan the only nearby nature say the seat brown I'm rare. But Amofa every decaying in Penifo Abe Bobo. One more eddy. Nyama air coso, Ghana Hania Bem Ebe Bro. Na air coso near the Afi. Chinese for business people who have best 5 minutes to enhance your language skills. Abana say corona but we'll still learn it. Now say who could you watch me the travel? Your friend me be the show near the dialogue. And then 10 p.m. You best answer the dialogue. Ashisha swama no washe wofie. Nyame nshira na nyame nshira Ghana.